guys! Today I wanted to give you a close-up look at the Midori Traveler's Notebook, which is something I only heard about maybe about 6 months ago. It's been around for a while. I had a bit of trouble finding any real historical background on when Midori came to be and all of the exact details, but I know it's been around for quite a while. In fact, the smaller size, the passport size, is just 5 years old, but that's their latest product. So that's really the only historical background I could find in my research, but if anybody knows, please share. I'd love to know more. Basically, Midori is a Japanese company that makes these leather notebook covers and sells removable and interchangeable notebooks and accessories that slide into them. And it's kind of taken off in the planner community. It's been very popular for the past probably about a year or so, especially on Instagram and such. I know that these notebooks are well loved and have been for many years beyond that, but they really, the brand and the concept didn't come to my attention as a planner enthusiast until probably mid last year. But I wanted to share because I bought them and I've been actually using the passport size for the past couple of months and I love it, and I wanted to give you kind of an up-close a review of the books, what you get when you order them, information about pricing, and also some other companies that sell what they call faux dories, which are basically different people selling leather notebooks that kind of act and look the same but are made by different people. So without further ado, let's jump in. So there are two sizes. Like I said, there is the passport size, which, all my notes are in my Midori. That's funny. I probably should have thought of that before I filmed this. So the passport size, which you can see here, is 4 inches wide by 5 inches tall, give or take a little bit. And then the regular one, which I'm going to pull out in just a second, is 5 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall, so it's kind of long and skinny. And when you order them from anywhere, for what I can tell, this is how they come packaged anywhere you order an actual Midori Traveler's Notebook. They come packaged in a cotton cloth bag, like this, muslin bag. Then they're actually wrapped up in paper and plastic and stuff, but obviously mine isn't because it's not brand new. And it also comes with extra rubber bands. So this part, or actually more accurately this part, the strap, a blank journal, and a little description of where the leather is from and all of that jazz and how you can use it, and a website for the Japanese company. So this is what let me move that out of the way now. This is what the notebook looks like. Just with nothing in it. You can see it's just a flat piece of leather, basically a rectangular piece of leather. The leather is made in Thailand. It is super, super nice. It comes in brown and black. And then it has this tin clamp that holds brown elastic inside of it, which is what you attach all of your notebooks with. And you also use rubber bands, which I will show you how to fill. It also comes built in with a little string bookmark, and then the closure strap is also that same elastic, and it also comes with an orange elastic. I think you can buy a kit where you can get red or black elastic specifically through Midori, or you can also just buy your own elastic. So this is what you get. It looks like this. So how you fill the notebooks, and this is not intuitive, and they do provide you some directions with with what you get in the kit, but they're a little bit hard to understand. You kind of have to guess through it. So ideally you can fit 2 to 3 notebooks in here. I'm going to put 3 in because that's what I like to use. So first of all, you want to attach the 2 notebooks you want on either side of the notebook, excuse me, so either on the front or the back, not the one in the middle, with a rubber band. And that is how they're going to get attached to the middle band. You'll see in a minute. So what you do is you find the center of the notebook and you slide the band in. Now I'm using a Midori rubber band, which you can buy in a pack like this. You can just use a regular old rubber band. You don't need to spend the money on a Midori one, but if you wanted to be all Midori, and if you're kind of picky about things like that, I am personally, then that might be something you're interested in. Then you take what will be your third notebook and you slip that into the center. And by the center, I mean where the pages are stapled. That's the center, actual center of the notebook. And then I just kind of make sure the rubber band isn't rolled over anywhere. So now you have this. These are rubber band together. Now you take the notebook that you want to be your middle notebook. And for the long, there's two pieces of elastic in here. There's a short one and a long one. The short one is not functional in this case. It's just purely part of the, the structure. You want to use the long one. You slide the notebook again to the center, like so. So it is secured now to the cover. Then you take those two notebooks, your number 1 notebook and your number 3 notebook that you had rubber banded together, and you simply slide number 3 notebook underneath number 2 notebook and the band. So the 2 rubber banded notebooks are behind the elastic band with notebook number 3 in it. Then you just kind of pull them together and make sure they kind of all fit, and voila. You have all 3 notebooks in, and easy to take them out. It's actually really, really easy once you get the hang of it, which takes about 10 seconds. And you can put the bookmark wherever you want, close it up, and bang, you got yourself a journal. So I'm gonna say that there is a lot of noise outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm sorry. The landscapers, it's now spring, so the landscaping in the neighborhood I lived in, they're all back. So no more quiet filming days. Anyway, the regular size, which is this one, the 8.5 by 5, has, I think, several more accessories than the passport size, which is my personal favorite. This is the passport size, as you can see it as compared to the regular size. So you can get a few different kinds of inserts and special things for the regular than you can for the passport. Here are some of those things. So I know that they have in passport size some of these things available as well. So they have the credit card pocket slots, the zip pocket. There's the there's different kinds of paper. I don't exactly know off the top of my head which paper is which, but there's different weights of paper. And then there's a weekly calendar and a monthly calendar, craft paper, graph paper, and you can also get a pen loop. I think that's about all of the inserts that you can buy for the regular size. So like I said, the leather cover itself is made in Thailand. The paper journals are all made in Japan, and it's a very, very fine, thin paper. So I'm going to show you how I keep my passport and how I've been using it and how it's been working for me. So I have one of those vinyl zip pockets, and this is really just a thing that just slides in like this. So I've got some washi and stickers and paper clips in one side and some cards on the other side, and basically all you do with this is you slip it through the back, and it just gets secured in that way. It's not actually like rubber banded onto anything, it's just simply like that. So it ends up being, on both the front and the back. And then I have 3 notebooks in mine, and 3 is definitely the limit, as you can see. I mean, it doesn't even cover them all when they're all closed together, and I don't have it that stuffed with stuff. So the first notebook I have is the grid notebook, and I use this as a place to keep my running list for my groceries, and I just have that with a magnetic bookmark from Kiki K. And then I have kind of filming things, ideas, things I'd like to buy maybe, my favorites. This is all like kind of blogging ideas and notes that I've been taking for different things. And it's not just for blogging and videos, but it's kind of my general kind of place where I brain dump my notes. In the middle one, I'm not going to actually show you my written pages, but I use this now as my gratitude journal. It's just so much easier to travel with than the Moleskine journal I was using before, which wasn't large by any sense of the word, but it was the whole year, and I just realized that that was kind of silly. I didn't really need that. So this is, every night I keep 5 things I'm grateful for. I write in right before bed, kind of ends my day on an up note. And then my last journal here, so that's lined. The last journal here is blank. This was one that came with the Midori. This is my actual like diary journal. And I've been using Moleskine notebooks for years for my diary / journals, but I really like having this all in one place, and it's just so easy for me to travel with. And that's really kind of the point of the notebook, that it is you know, something you can take with you. And that's really why I decided to fill out the small size, because I tend to gravitate towards notebooks of this size anyway. If you watched my 2015 planner update, you know that I moved to pocket. This is my Mulberry Pocket agenda, and I love it. So you can see it's kind of similar size. I'm just used to writing and things like that. I also have the pen loop on the end, and this I believe is a, oh, I'm blanking on the name of that person. Tom Adler? Is that right? I think it's a Tom Adler pen from Barnes & Noble that actually was sent to me as a gift from one of you guys. So thank you for that, because it's lovely. But I absolutely love this. I will say when I first took this out of the packaging, it was basically like coated in white. And I was like, what is this? This one actually looked like this. The regular size actually looked like normal leather. But for some reason, the Passport one just looked all white, and I was like, oh my goodness, what is that? But after like about a week of use, it totally went away, and it's gotten even softer, and it has more of like a patina, I want to say. I don't even know if that's the right word, but I can tell that it's going to age gracefully, and that's what this leather is meant to do. So they use a natural dyeing method, and they recommend not to let it get wet, because that will definitely change the leather. But it does get more gloss and character with use, and I can say that after just a couple of months, it certainly does. It's a really beautiful book. So I mean, like I said, there are a lot of different accessories you can buy. In addition, I think I didn't buy the craft file. In addition to all of those things I just showed you, all those inserts, you can also get a craft file, which basically is like the zippered envelope, but it's made from craft cardstock instead of a vinyl material. And the rubber bands, I already mentioned that. Yes, so those are about all of the, and I think they have a repair kit. I think I mentioned that too. Those are all of the accessories you can buy. I do recommend this notebook, but I am going to tell you it is not an inexpensive thing to have. I went ahead and calculated what my Passport size, like all added up to when all was said and done. The cover itself was $37. I bought all of these things on Amazon, by the way. They have, in general, the most, like the best pricing for at least the covers. But they also have free shipping if you're a Prime member, which I am, so it kind of evens out with the inserts, which are very expensive. So $37 for the cover, $8.89 for the zipper case, $8.99 for the graph notebook. The blank notebook was included, so that was free. $6.80 for the lined notebook, $11.89 for the pen loop, and $9.99 for the rubber band kit. And that brings it up to $83.56 just for the things that you see in this little notebook that fits in my hand. So it is definitely not inexpensive. Of course, you don't have to buy the cover again and again, but the notebooks, like I mentioned, they are not inexpensive. As I said, I've been a fan of Moleskine notebooks for years, and they're significantly less expensive. For example, I have some over here. I'll just pull them over. These Moleskine notebooks, which come in ruled and squared and plain, it's the Kaye journal. For a set of 3, it's $9.50 on Amazon for 3 notebooks. So, I mean, there's a big price difference right now. And I know Field Notes, which is the same size, which a lot of people like a lot, those are also, I think they're just, yeah, $9.95 for a set of 3. So it's a lot less expensive. These notebooks don't really fit in here. I mean, you could, here, I will show you. You can see how much it sticks out. Like even if you centered it, it would stick out quite a bit. These are not designed to go in here. The only notebooks that are designed to fit in the Midori Traveler's notebooks are Midori notebooks. As far as I can tell, I don't know a lot about the regular size because I haven't used it personally yet, but at least for the Passport size, I know that. That being said, there are other companies that you can buy notebooks from, like I said. You know, a lot of handmade artisans who work with leather sell them now, and I bought 2 different kinds. I actually did a whole blog post yesterday sharing a lot of information about these notebooks So if you want to check that out for more information, I'm just going to link that for you here. I'll put a card with that link in here. You can just click out to it if you want to see pictures and more detailed explanation. But I just wanted to quickly show you, because sometimes it's easier in film to see the differences in size and things like that, I feel like, than in pictures. So first of all, there is the Chic Sparrow, which is these, you can see it says Chic Sparrow on the bottom. And I bought, here, I'm gonna move these over. I bought 2 of these. So this is the Creme Brulee Pocket, and I got it with contrast white stitching, and also I had pockets added, which is a nice feature that you can get in some of these custom places. A pen loop was included with that. It also comes with 4 built-in elastics, so you don't have to use the rubber band at all. And you can comfortably fit 4 notebooks in here. And I'll show you that in a second with the Foxy Fix notebook, or Foxy Dory if you're familiar with the old name. I also got the Brazilian Bliss leather in this beautiful sapphire in navy, just kind of like as is, not with no extra add-ins or anything. It's pretty stiff. And actually both of them, even this one, which is meant to be softer, is pretty stiff, and I find the leathers are quite a bit thicker, even if you're not looking at the parts with the paper. I just feel like they're thicker and a little less pliable, but I'm sure with use in time they would get a little more pliable. They're just not like that right off the bat. So they are a little bit more rigid. But they're beautiful. You can get all different kinds of colors and shapes and sizes. Chic Sparrow has a range they include a pocket size, which is this size, which fits the Moleskine and Field Note notebooks. I'll show you really quickly how that works. So, see, fits beautifully. The personal size, the narrow size, a wide, and an extra wide. So narrow is most comparable to the actual Midori regular notebook. It's just a little bit wider. So they have really nice offerings. They have all different kinds of leathers. They also offer other kinds of leather goods like leather bags. It's all very beautiful. It is very expensive. This notebook right here cost me about $51, and this one I think was about $65. So I spent a lot more. Yeah, I spent a lot more on just the notebooks themselves. But they are handmade by local, by US artisans. So there's that. And there's a lot more customizability. And then there's Foxy Fix, which is very popular. Also, other company. She has an Etsy shop. Like I said, she was previously called Foxy Dory, but she changed her name a bit. This is the Wanderlust brown pocket. And this is the regular in the azure, which is beautiful blue. And I also opted to try her monogram closure, which I think is a nice feature. She also offers embossing, leather stamping, basically, monogram or a little image, and so does Chic Sparrow. So that's something else that you can do, customizability within these companies. Foxy Fix offers a lot more sizes. She's got extra small, passport, pocket slim, pocket, regular with extra room, slim, wide, and extra wide. And all of this is outlined on my blog post, so I'm not going to go into all of it. It's actually a little bit less expensive. At least my pickings were a little bit less expensive than my Chic Sparrow pickings. The Pocket Wanderlust was $35, and the regular Azure was $45, and just to add this little monogram guy was $5. She also offers lots of add-ons, like a charm or a pen loop. So there are customizability options, and I will have both shops linked below if you want to look. And here you can see I've kind of filled this one out. I've actually added a Midori pen loop, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like filled out. And I filled it out with a combination of Field Notes and Moleskine notebooks. So you can see 3 fit very comfortably. You could definitely put in 4. It's a little bit wider, so it can really accommodate more notebooks. But again, I feel like the leather, at least on the Wanderlust, is significantly thicker than the Midori Traveler's Notebook. So that's just something to think about. You know, which direction you go kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you want to be able to customize something a lot, or you're looking for a specific size. If you contact these companies, they can do custom things for you, maybe if they're offering that at that time. So there's kind of a lot of ways you can go with this. with this trend. And I know that there are other people who offer Midori style traveler's notebooks as well. I just picked two of the companies that seem popular on Instagram and that I had heard of to share with you. But I love my little Midori notebook. I carry it everywhere. I would like to try out this one. I just, you know, I hesitate because I just love the little size so much. But I don't know, I might road test it at some point. It is a beautiful thing. And I have a coordinating giveaway for this. It's actually connected to my blog post from yesterday. I'm giving away all of the notebooks that I showed you here from Chic Sparrow and from Foxy Dory, Foxy Fix, I should say. I won't be giving away the monogram. I'll take that off and put the original band back on. It was this pretty aquamarine color. But I'm giving these 4 away. You can choose which one you want in the event that you win when you enter the giveaway, and I will also be filling them with actual inserts. So I'll have field notes in one, Moleskine in another, and I will have Midori inserts in the regular size ones. So if you're interested in entering that giveaway, I will put a link to that blog post below where you can check it out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed sharing with you. I really, like I said, I've just fallen in love with this. It's so versatile. It's just, you know, I don't even think of it as part of my planner, because my planner is really just my calendar, my time management, my agenda, to-do lists. This really just is kind of my brain dump area for notes and then also for journaling. But I've traveled with it now a couple of times, and it's just so much easier than bringing like 3 different notebooks, just to have all 3 different notebooks in one place, and they're small. Does get a little pricey, like I said, and I will outline more of the costs and different places you can get these notebooks. I found 3 different providers that are well known in the States that sell Midori, and I will link all of that. I'm going to have all of that information in the blog as well, if you want to see how much things are comparably, where you can get them from different places. I use Amazon, but it's kind of give and take with the price. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'd love to know if you use a traveler style notebook, what you use yours for, and how you like it. If you want to share pictures with me through Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, just be sure to tag me directly. That way I can really see the photos. And I'd love to see. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again real soon, and take care. Bye.